star up, star down, your little report card for the Dallas Cowboys in their 30-23 win-loss against the Commanders, Bobby Belt.
Yeah, let's go star up first because they did win, and it does always. I know everybody's gonna say I wanted the draft pick, and I understand it. I feel the same way, but it does. There is a sense of satisfaction and happipiness when you do win a game. So at the end of it, when you do win, it is kind of like, yeah, all right, got one. So star up immediately. I think right off the top, Malik Davis.
He's one of mine.
Malik Davis is such a encouraging story if you're talking about, what you want for Jaden Blue. I talked about this in the postgame show yesterday with Zach and Brian, is that Jaden Blue is confounding to everybody right now, right? It's just like, why is he not out there, especially in this would seem to be the time that you'd give him his shots. Jaden Blue's got to learn how to be a pro. That's a big thing for him. Malik Davis was in that spot 4 years ago where they liked him, but they were having to break him a little bit of some bad habits and turn him into a pro. And he recovered from that, and he's become one of the more encouraging players, I think, for them in terms of success stories of a guy who was kind of teetering, was out of the organization for a little bit, and ultimately has worked his way back. And somebody who gets a lot of praise from Dak Prescott. Ran the ball really well yesterday. He's got to get better in pass protection. That's a real struggle for him at times. But, man, when you go 20 carries, 130 yards, and just consistently moving the ball forward and doing what he did, I thought it was a nice day for Malik Davis. So star up for him.
I really like him. I wish they would give him more run. It makes you think, like, obviously, when you see a guy that has, those kind of raw skills, bursting through the line like that, and
yeah,
he's
really
just
have that. Solid everywhere. Yeah. He's solid at everything except pass protection. He does need to get better at that.
Yeah, it tells me generally one of two things. Like it's either pass protection, like you said, or practice habits. Generally with a football team,
practice habits. He's good.
Is he good?
He was not. That's the thing. Practice habits were not always great. He had some maturity issues early on. But now he's become one of the really good workers. I think for them, it's just been an issue of Javonte Williams has been the bell cow. He's been the guy, and he's kind of done it for him. And
he can do things that Javonte can't. It seems like
he's got a little bit more burst.
It seems like he has more speed.
Yeah, he's got a little bit more burst. But
I need next gen for that. I don't just trust my eyes.
No, he's got a little bit more burst. He's not like a 4.3 guy, but he's not Jaden Blue speed. But he's definitely got a little bit more burst. And yesterday, I thought that was an impressive game, and he's a guy who I know Dak and a lot of the other guys are rooting for in these last couple weeks. That's one of the guys they're playing for, where it's like, hey, give him an opportunity to let him get some experience here. That's somebody that they're excited about. So star up for Malik Davis.
Yeah, I had a star up, early on, like first two drives. Dak wasn't sharp. The running game really kind of gave them second and third chances on the offense, getting them some yardage, getting them some first downs, allowing them to continue drives. So I had start from Malik Davis also, for the running game. I had I have been critical of him, not even of him, just the contract. But Turpin showed up.
That was a big play.
Big play, great throw.
Still, he needs to be benched from punts. He should not be returning punts anymore. The dude will let stuff bounce. He fair catches things inside the 10. He has had his issues of fair catch, kidding, I'm going to run. It's just there's so many boneheaded plays in the return game, specifically on the punt return game. You want to keep him out there for kick returns, fine. Punt returns, he shouldn't be out there anymore. That's a detriment. But it was nice to see the touchdown that he got there, because that was a play that's the same one we were talking about on Wednesday, where he had pulled up, where they were running it was the same route concept. It was on the outside. They're doing kind of like up and out. So they're doing like basically going to the sideline, outside move to the sideline, and then going up. And so Pickens and Lamb are running those, and that's meant to kind of draw defenders and then see if you can get Turpin vertical with his speed. And last week he pulled up, and Dak threw it, and it sailed 20 yards over his head because he didn't keep running through the route. He ran through the route this time, and the ball was right there, and he's able to pick up, he's able to get the extra burst and score the touchdown there. So it was nice to see them. That was clearly something that would have been discussed this week, is like, do not pull up on that route.
It was 14-3 at the time. They start at their own 3-yard line on that possession after the punt.
Because of Turpin.
Yep. So then you get a first down after the pass to Lamb, and then a couple of plays later you get the 86-yard touchdown pass to Devontae Turpin, where look, you get his speed into space. It's tough. It's tough to not let him get behind you, because he's not big enough to be like a typical deep threat.
No, he's obviously shorter. He's not like thick or anything.
He's not like Pickens, where you can throw jump balls to him.
No. He's got to win by getting behind the defense. You either get the ball to him in space, or he runs past the defense and you get it over the top. Which is why it's been so maddening that at times they've thrown it to him on third down this year, where it's like we're throwing third down out routes to Turpin, and it's like, gosh, the dude has not been able to finish those catches this year. But it was nice to see it show up a little bit yesterday. So
star down here on the fan.
I'm going to just alternate, because I think there's enough that's good and bad about this game that we can alternate and mix a few of them in. So I'm going to go star down now. Star down to Savone Revel, who, look, I understand he's working his way back in. This is a ramp up, but this is happening too much in man coverage now. Where he gets man coverage opportunities and he's still just getting absolutely worked over, which is supposed to be where he's a little more comfortable. The tackling has not been good. The press man has not been good. The stuff in zone hasn't been great. It's just been a struggle for him the whole way. And then he went down with another apparent injury yesterday, and I guess we'll just have to see. It didn't sound like it was some long-term concern, but it was enough that it took him out of the game, and he has had a tough time ever since he got back in the lineup. His passer rating allowed, I believe, since week 13, which was the Chiefs game. Mm-hmm. His passer rating allowed is 130, which is just not very good at all, and most of that is in man.
Look, I wrote down. So when I was taking my notes, I just wrote star up, star downs, except for one thing. Mm-hmm. And I wrote, listen, if we go into next year with an entirely new secondary, all the players, every single one of them, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I like Bland, but and I think Hooker is okay. I don't think he's great. I think he's okay. If you came back with just those two, I'd be fine. If you blew it up all but Bland, I would understand.
Like Donovan Wilson, he has to retire after that Debo hit. You have to retire. You can't come back from that. And you had lower leverage, too.
Dono's a very physical player. He usually, so I think that was just an impressive play from Debo. But, I mean, yeah, it was not great.
Diggs with a horse collar tackle. It's 21-3 game. You can't have a horse. That's like you're a pitcher. A guy bunts a guy over to second base in a 5-run game, and you throw to second to try to double him up. You're up by 5. Take the out.
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to horse collar tackle somebody for with an 18-point lead?
Look, if you horse collar, that is you trying to make a tackle while still managing to be as far away from contact as possible. So I would guess that's what he was trying to do.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to do his job without actually being physical.
Being physical.
Is what I would guess it is. Which is, it's odd. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were just mentioned, they're like, Diggs was a lot more, like, I remember Diggs making tackles his rookie year and be like, oh, he's kind of a physical player. And, like, it's gone now. It's not what he does anymore. But it was, I think that what you saw yesterday from Revel specifically was just, it was not good. And it continues to not be good. Get the kinks out now. Diggs had some really bad moments his rookie year, and then he bounced back and looked really, really good after that. And so hopefully this is just the rookie lumps, but rookie lumps or not, it's a star down.
Star down. Star down to the tackling. Dude,
2 weeks in a row.
I mean, there was a play here. Number 13 for them was 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up gaining a yard. He was stopped. He had 3 guys on him and the sideline. This was on that reverse play. Mm-hmm. And then a couple of plays later, that Krosky, why do they call him Bill?
I don't know. I think he's like I've heard it explained before, but I cannot remember what it is.
So he loses his balance. Right, and he still gains an extra 5 yards after he got the contact, hit.
He's a good player, man.
His balance. Like, the tackling on this team is just so bad. What?
You know why he got that nickname?
No.
He took the nickname after the character from the children's television series Little Bill for having a near bald hairstyle in his youth. Little Bill was also that children's cartoon created by Bill Cosby. So I don't know that I would have kept it, but
You're allowed to enjoy Bill Cosby's comedy.
are you allowed to go by his title character and say, "Hey, I'm Little Bill Cosby"?
What if it was you were Huxtable? You call yourself Huxtable.
I don't know, man. I think I would come up with
You're
something
just out
else.
on all things Bill.
I just wouldn't go by one of his characters' names. Like I wouldn't just be like, "Yeah, I'm Dr. Huxtable."
Was this done before?
Yeah, he took this is way before any of this came out that he would have. Little
okay.
Bill's from like 25 years ago.
Your grandfather did.
I guess so. But man, if I went by the nickname Dr. Huxtable, I think I'd change it.
Yeah, you could. That's possible. That's true. All right, start down.
Yeah, let's go star up here. Tyler Smith played much better at tackle yesterday.
Okay.
A bunch of, there were several dropbacks in this game. And look, I know Dak was sacked 6 times, and we'll get into some of the reasons for that a little bit later. All 6 of those sacks came in the same coverage look from the Washington Commanders, which were cover 4 and cover 6. So a lot of that was coverage sacks, and they were not on Tyler Smith for the most part. I thought Tyler Smith played much better in pass protection this game. He's somebody who clearly does not want to spend a lot of time at tackle. He has made that pretty clear, it felt like, earlier this week when he was talking to the media. But in terms of just finding balance, finding a rhythm, getting into the spot where he needed to be, and finding a rhythm there and finding some confidence, I thought Tyler Smith was much better in pass protection, and that's an encouraging sign for the future. So star up to Tyler Smith in this one.
What did you think of the interior of the O-line?
It was bad. It was really bad. Specifically, Tyler Booker had a really bad day. Right side of the line. You can go start down for the right side of the line. Terrence Steele and Tyler Booker were rocking. Center was so-so. Really yesterday, there were a lot of instances where they were able to hold things down and do what they need to do. They did universally pretty much. They did a good job blocking things up in the run game, but the pass protection at times was really, really rough for them. So I think right side of the line was not very good. Center and left guard were okay. Tyler Smith was good at left tackle.
Yeah, hell, Dax took 6 sacks, 5-6 sacks.
Yep. I mean, like I said, we'll get into it a little bit later. There was a couple years ago where cover 2 and split safeties, that was Dak's kryptonite. That's how teams were starting to try and slow him down. You're starting to see the second half of the season, teams are way ratcheting up cover 4 with him. And yesterday versus cover 4 and cover 6, which cover 6 is a modified version where it's cover 2 on one side and cover 4 on the other side. Yesterday, Dak against cover 4 and cover 6 was 6 for 17, and he was sacked 6 times.
They just force you to be patient.
You're just taking things away deep, and then you're kind of keeping things in front of you. You're tackling, and with the guys that they have, they like to push some things vertically down the field, so it can be difficult. And so if they're playing things that way, and things are taking more time to develop, you got to block things up for longer, and they haven't been able to do that nearly as much.